going on? I'm Nick Zizi from UnleashYourZebra.com. I'm the two-time best-selling author of the Succeed Like a Zebra series and the podcast host of ZRatedSuccess.com. Look, this morning I was exercising, and as I was exercising, I was reading one of John Maxwell's books on leadership, and I turned to the chapter where he was talking about being teachable as a leader, and I thought, how can a leader be teachable? In fact, he talks about that when you are teachable, you are more effective. Do you want to be a more effective leader? Do you want to be more effective in your position at your job or whatever area that you are in life? You've got to be teachable. We all have to be teachable. And I think there's always room for improvement, right? You may have some level of teachability, if you will, in your life, but there's more that can be done and for us to improve. So with that, I'm going to share with you two of those best ideas from the chapter that I learned from John Maxwell. The first is learn to listen. Yes, learn to listen. We have two ears and one mouth because listening is twice as important than speaking. If you don't listen, if I don't listen, I can't learn, right? So sometimes as leaders, we may think that our way is the only way, the best way. But if we can simply listen to the people in our organizations, if we can listen to the people around us for their best ideas, for their suggestions, we may find some gems there. We may find some really great ideas that we can implement in the organization to improve it. In fact, I had the honor of interviewing one of America's top educators this past week on my podcast, episode 24. And she's the leader of a 45,000 member organization, which is national. And she said several great, it's just loaded with gems, but there's one thing that really, really resonated with me when she spoke about leadership. And she was saying that you've got to learn to listen. That when we listened to the people around us, when we listened to our students asking for feedback, asking for what can we improve? Where do you think we can do better? And do you have any other ideas, any suggestions on what we can do to do better? And she interviewed hundreds of people, and then she gathered the ideas, met with her team, and started implementing the best ideas. And as a result of doing that, they're doing so much better, so much more progress within the organization. So I want you to think about your life, think about your leadership, learn to listen to those around you. Now, of course, you want to listen to the best ideas. You want to listen to those who you, of course, trust, that you feel that are going to give you honest feedback that you can then go and use. And let me add this too. It was Ken Blanchard who said that feedback is the breakfast of champions. Yes, feedback is the breakfast of champions. So get the feedback, implement the best ideas, and get moving. So learn to listen. Major, major, major key. And then the second major key that John Maxwell shares is he says that you've got to understand the learning process. Understand the learning process. He shares four steps that we can all take every single day. As we're taking these steps will help us to be teachable, will help us to be more teachable. Here they are. Number one, act. Step number one is act. Number two is look for your mistakes and evaluate. Look for your mistakes and evaluate. Number three is search for a way to do it better. Search for a way to do it better. And four is to go back to step one. Four is to go back to step one. And that's so important, right? Because the greatest enemy of learning is knowing. The greatest enemy of learning is knowing. Let me explain. You would say, perhaps you've heard this before, if you knew better, you would do better. But the truth is, we do know better, but sometimes we don't do better. And the reason why we're not doing better is because we haven't acted upon what we have learned. So again, the greatest enemy of learning is knowing. But here it is. We've got to act. You've got to act. So the goal of learning is to act. I've got to act. I've got to implement. I have to practice what I know. And as I'm practicing what I know, then I will see the results that I desire in my life, the results that I desire for my organization. So super, super important. I hope you have received value from today's message. Let's stay teachable. Let's stay teachable and look for ways to be more teachable. And when we are, we'll be more effective zebra leaders. My name again is Nick Zizi from UnleashYourZebra.com. I'm the two-time best-selling author of the Succeed Like a Zebra series. I want to just leave you with this. Remember this, that imitation is limitation. Unleash your zebra. If you have received value from today's message, please do like this video, comment below,